So in multiplier models, how do we use multiplier models? First step is to choose a multiple. That what multiple will you actually want to use. So you can have P, price to sale, EV multiples, you can have price to book value, you can have EV to EBITDA, EV to EBIT. There are many multiples which you can use. So first step is that you choose a multiple, and generally most chosen one or the most commonly used one is price to earnings ratio. How do we use it? So once you have chosen a multiple, you say that this is the multiple that I will use for valuation. This is the correct multiple. Then next step is that you choose a benchmark. So for example, you should decide what the multiple should be. Should it be 10 times? Should it be 20 times? Should it be 30 times? What the true multiple should be. How do you decide the multiple? There are different ways which you can use. There is no fixed method. There are multiple ways which you can use. So for example, one of the ways is that you look at the industry average and you take it as the benchmark multiple, that this should be the multiple of this particular company. Another is that you say that industry have different types of companies, those companies have different sizes, so they are not comparable. I will choose one comparable, which is the direct comparable or direct competitor, and I will use its multiple as to value this particular firm. Another would be that you can say that I will use regional pairs to value it, or I will use global pairs to value it. Another method could be you say that I do not care about the industry, what this company should be giving same return as the market, so it moves with the market, so I will use broader markets multiple as the multiple for this company. Or you can say that this company is different, so I will use its company's own 5-year average, or maybe 3-year average, or maybe 1-year average, whatever suits your analysis, as the benchmark multiple. So there is no one way of calculating benchmark multiple. There can be multiple ways of coming up with it. One of the methods which I feel is the best, or which I have found to be relevant always for me, or which I have used always, is that I think that that is again my personal opinion. So I think that using any of these multiples is not the right approach, because for example, if you are using industry average, maybe this company is better than industry and so it should trade at a premium. If you are using one comparable, maybe that comparable is not enough, maybe there is something special about that one comparable and this company is not, and that's why it is trading at a premium or discount. Regional pairs might not be the same as or regional markets might not be the same as local market, and that's why overall maybe valuations can be higher or lower. Market might not be the representative of that particular company. Own past average might not be relevant, why maybe things have changed. So how do we go about it? So one of the methods that I advise using is that take out the competitors. Let's say this is company X which I am valuing. This is competitor A, competitor B, and competitor C. Find out the historical multiples for this X. Let's say 1 year, past 1 year multiples, or past 2 year, past 5 year. So you will get a series of P's for past 2 year, past 5 year, past 1 year, whatever. And find out the same for these. Take average of competitors maybe. So you will have an past average. So this is how industry has traded over the past, and this is how company has traded over the past. The next step what you can do is you can find out what have been the premium or discount over the past. So for example, let's say X was trading at 10 times its earnings 3 days back, and industry was trading at 8 times, which means the premium that at which X is trading is 10 divided by 8 minus 1, which is 20. It will be greater than 20%, some higher than 20%, but just an approximation. So about 20%, it will be 25% actually. So it is trading at a premium of 25%. So I take another multiple then. For example, I take 7. When it was trading at 7, it was trading at 6.5. So I calculate a premium here. So I will get a list of premiums and discount. And when I take the average of these premiums and discount, it will give me an average number. Let's say it tells me that X trades at 10% premium to the industry on average. So over the past 3 years, over the past 2 years, over the past 5 years, X has traded at a 10% average premium to the industry. Now next question that I would ask myself is that whether is everything is the same as past. So is this company is as good as it used to be compared to competitors or industry, or is it doing better than industry now, or is it doing worse than industry now? Based on that, I can inflate or deflate this premium. Once I know the premium, or once I have decided a premium for X, let's say I have decided 10%, I will apply this premium to current average, which is 8, and I will find out the right multiple for company X. So I will find out current PE, which is 8. I will apply this premium to 8, and I will find out that 8.8 times is the right multiple for this company X. And then maybe I can evaluate using that. So it is currently trading at 10, so I would find it as overvalued. So instead of looking at just the numbers, it is better to find out what has been the trend or relation in the past. So until and unless you know the relationship of past, you cannot forecast future. Making sense? Okay, asset-based valuation is simply asset minus liabilities minus profit share. This will give you the value of common equity. So nothing, no rocket science into it.